It's a camera. You look good. I think you look great.
Is that my face?
That's your face.
I don't like it.
Ba 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 dum dum ba 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 dun 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 dun. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the latest episode of VincentVision. Watch out! I was about to take my mask off. We're coming to you live tonight from Universal Orlando Resort for arguably one of the coolest events that happens here at Universal, the Orlando Informer Meetup. 2020, baby. Woo! The winter meetup, specifically. This is a really, really cool event that I have had the pleasure of visiting twice. This is my third time here, and I'm excited to show you guys this and how cool it is and how awesome it is, and take you guys along and have some fun tonight. For those of you who may not know about the Orlando Informer event, this is an event that happens multiple times throughout the year, and it's run by the Orlando Informer Facebook group. It's a really, really big group on Facebook that goes over trip planning and talking about the parks here in Orlando, mostly Universal. It started out as just like a little meetup in the park in a private room, and now it has expanded to both parks, after hours, unlimited food, unlimited butterbeer, rides with like 5 to 10 minute waits. You can go on Hagrid over and over again at night, and I'm really, really excited to show you guys and check it out. Also, I don't know if you've noticed this incredible video quality, but we got a little bit of a new camera upgrade. We have moved from the RX100 to the Sony ZV-1, a camera more fine-tuned for vlogging, and I'm excited to try it out tonight because the event is at nighttime. We're gonna be here till 2 a.m. checking this place out, riding some rides, eating all the food. It's gonna be awesome. So one of the cool things about this event is that you actually get early entry into the park. So it's not necessarily you have to wait until like after the parks are closed. This year, they're letting people in at 2 p.m., which is really, really useful on a day like today because the parks hit capacity at about 12 p.m. But since you were part of the Orlando Informer event, you were accounted for the capacity of the park and you were able to enter regardless. So they've got a check-in point over here, but I'm actually heading over to this one here. I'm being hosted tonight. I was invited to check it out, which I'm very, very grateful for, but we are heading over to the gold check-in. This is sort of an extra sort of VIP check-in that you can use without having to wait in the very long lines if you get here right when it starts. This is where I am checking it over here. I'm a gold member and I didn't even know it. If you are someone who comes to the parks once or twice a year from out of town, out of state, this really is a very, very good way to visit Universal Orlando because everything leading up to these events that they put on, they give discounts on rooms to stay on site here at Universal. They have discounts on tickets for the park. It's really, really awesome. And then this all happens through the Facebook group, which has people who are just obsessed with coming to Universal, obsessed with these meetups. There's people who like really, really love this meetup, and like I don't blame them. It's an awesome way to go to the parks, it's an awesome way to make friends. They have the hookup here at Orlando Informer. This is definitely a really, really good way to get a good Universal trip. And I'm not just saying that because I'm being hosted, I promise you. I really do think that. So I checked in over here. I got my dining cards, my Universal, come on, show them on the camera, please. Well, that's what they look like. They're a little blurry, but you get your dining cards here. Before the event officially starts, you don't get the free food. You can use the Universal dining cards, and then once you check in, you can either head over to Universal Studios or Islands of Adventure down that way. Okay, I wanted to take a moment while I was seated here to really figure out everything I've got. All right, so we have got, let's see, wristband right over here for the event. I've got another one here as well. Ellison's gonna be joining me. This is her first time doing it. I'm so, so excited to be here. This is her wristband over here. They got a map. Haven't seen a park map in a long, long time, but they got one over here for the event, right over here on the back of the map. This is all the different food you can get during the event. Where's everything else, man? They handed me so much stuff all at once. I'm trying to figure what I got in here. We got they got park tickets, the dining cards, which I'd like to use, but I don't know where to eat here. I guess the Today Cafe's over there, and I'm a little worried because like it's towards the end of the night and like all the stuff starts closing and the free food doesn't kick in until 9 o'clock, which is a little bit ways away. It's 6:30. I know, it looks like 10 o'clock now because it's so darn dark. Ooh, buddy, I'll tell you, it's a little chilly today. It's just the right amount of chill, and it's just the right amount of breezy. I got this cool retro Universal jacket, which I'm excited to actually finally wear out into the parks for an extended amount of time, but I'm starting to worry that this might not be enough, and I might need to get like an actual sweater. Fingers crossed it stays like at this level. If it gets any colder, we're definitely gonna have a little bit of a problem here. Oh, this is the line for Louis' Italian restaurant over here, and then the pizza stand has got a little bit of a line itself. Of course, can't forget the line for Starbucks. Out the door as usual. All right, so we got our food. I kind of wandered around the park a little bit, but I got in line for the Today Cafe. I've got some food over here. I was able to use the dining card before the park closed at 8. They give you a dining card to use for food before the event starts, but it cuts off at 8 o'clock, so I was able to grab some stuff over here, but we've run into a little bit of a snafu. Ellison has arrived to Universal, but she's having some issues with her car. I think the fog lights aren't working, so I'm actually gonna head back to the garage. I gotta be a good boyfriend. I'm gonna head over to the garage, figure out what's going on with her lights, and then come back to the event. Thank goodness it goes on until 2 a.m. So the plan is leave Universal, go to the garage, fix Ellison's car, and then come back to Universal. I think we can do this.
Have no fear, your boyfriend is here.
All right, let's go
so
fix.
sorry.
No, it's okay. Come on, let's go fix the car. So there's something wrong with her fog lights. So the fuse box is under here. This is wannabe car guy Vincent here. I looked it up on Google. I'm gonna go under here, pull off the fog lights, temporary solution, so we can head back into the park. Oh my God, I can't get under here. Okay, Ellison has smaller fingers than I do, so she's gonna go in there, but I think we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
Are you supposed to get these out?
You're supposed to plug the blue 15, pull it out. Yank that little one. Use your nails.
God. I don't understand why this has to happen.
Thank goodness I live as close as I do, because we're gonna actually head back to my house for a second, get some tools so I can pull out that little fuse. Hopefully that works, and then we can come back and actually enjoy Orlando Informer's event. We'll be there soon. We'll be right back. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. And we're back at Universal. We got the car fixed. We're ready to go. It's 9:30, so we're gonna head back into the parks. Going back home was kind of nice because it gave me an opportunity to do a little wardrobe change. And now I'm wearing matching clothes with my girlfriend, Ellison. So let's finally go to the Orlando Informer event. Let's do this. Da-da-da-da! The adventure begins at Islands of Adventure. And nobody's here. We made it! All right. It is about 9:30 now, and if you're curious as to what it looks like to be in the Orlando Informer Meetup at 9:30 at the entrance of Islands of Adventure, this is it. There ain't nobody here. Let's see. Hogwarts Express is 20 minutes. The longest line is obviously Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure at an hour, but everything else is 5 minutes. That basically means you're gonna walk right on. Our first snack of the night, the mighty churro. Our first ride while we're here is gonna be the High in the Sky Seuss Trolley Train Ride. That's right, folks. We're only riding the rides with long waits here. I think the High in the Sky Seuss Trolley Train Ride doesn't get enough credit. I think this is a really cute ride. It is a little short, but you get some really great views of the park. This is the only ride that's like that. This is kind of like Universal's People Mover. And off we go onto the High in the Sky Seuss Trolley Train Ride. Woo-hoo! Look at beautiful Whoville. We're the kings of the Orlando Informer world. Oh, there's the Velocicoaster. There's the whole coast. See, this is a great view. Bye-bye. We can dance wherever we want, Mr. Grinch. Look who's interrupting us.
It's me. I interrupted.
Hello, Mr.
What's
Grinch.
this?
It's a camera. You look good. I think you look great.
Is that my face?
That's your face.
I don't like it.
Well, it's good to know the entertainment's still out here at the Orlando Informer event. Man, I'm telling you, the coolest people show up to the Orlando Informer event. We're getting wands? I would be... Oh, look at that. How awesome. Thank you so much. This is really, really cool. Thank you guys. Oh, we're here at Marvel Superhero Island. It's as busy as you could expect. And now we're gonna head into the ride that started it all for me, The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. We make videos about Disney, about Universal, all the theme parks and stuff like that, but I'll tell you right now, on the record, I am a Universal kid at heart. This is the theme park I came to the most growing up in my formative years. You probably told the story a million times, but the first time I ever came here to Islands of Adventure, when I was like 10 or 11, I was afraid to ride all the other rides, so I went on The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man, and I didn't know what it was, and this ride blew my mind. I could not believe something like this existed. And this ride here, Spider-Man, this is what set off my theme park obsession. This ride over here, the Scoop. I used to have this blue little van toy that I would drive around the house and then I pretend that it was this ride vehicle. So every time I'm here at Islands of Adventure, I always got to pay a visit to The Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man. And it's nice to be able to not have to wait for one of your favorite rides here at Universal. Do a Spider-Man pose. Nice. Okay, so we get off Spider-Man. We love Spider-Man. Great ride. We went into the Captain America Diner. That's where we are now. And something that I always kind of like doing when I'm here at this event is coming here and getting the Beyond Burger. I did it last time I was here. I did it the time before. And I'm doing it now. I'm very grateful for the free food, but I don't remember the Beyond Burger looking like this. This looks like a Spam burger more than a Beyond Burger, but I mean, I like the way it tastes. We're gonna see if I remember it being as good as I can. I mean, it still tastes great. It just looks a little different is all. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, darn it. They have this roped off. I was gonna see if we could like head over to the water and get some nice up close and personal time with Velocicoaster. Maybe see it run since we're here so late. I mean, they gotta run the ride at night, right? But you can't do that during this event, unfortunately. So something to keep note of if you're trying to come to the Orlando Informer event and see the Velocicoaster run. This is kind of fun to see. Normally there are rapids here and the boats are going through, but right now it's all dried out. The animatronic Bluto is still going off, though. Oh, look at the Velocicoaster. It's in the dark right now. You can barely see it, and they got all these lights pointed. It's almost like they don't want you to see it. But these walls are lit up. You have these numbers here, which I don't know what they're for. 3, 4, and 5. But man, look at that coaster. That's going to be so, so cool. The Raptor Encounter's open. Yay, I didn't know this was gonna be open. It wasn't on the map. But now Ellison gets to meet the Velociraptor. The Raptor Encounter is one of my favorite things here at Universal. Like, legitimately, I think it's so underrated. They go, oh, it's just a meet and greet, just take pictures. But like, this is such a cool, unique character meet and greet that they only have here at Universal. And I think this one here is like a lot better than how they do in Universal Hollywood, in my opinion. Ellison, are you excited to meet Blue, the Velociraptor?
I'm nervous. She told me to count all my fingers.
Yeah,
Am I about to lose them?
You
Like,
might.
what?
It's a pretty nerve-wracking experience at times.
You guys are going to meet Blue, our 2-year-old female, extremely aggressive Velociraptor. That's right, Blue's a female. She's also extremely aggressive because it's late at night and I did not feed her because I was sleeping. So that it already happened. We're going to move past that. We just have to acknowledge it. You're probably thinking this is relatively safe, and of course you would be wrong. This is incredibly dangerous. I talked to Orlando Informer and they said, shut up, just bring the people over. So you'll probably be okay once again.
Paddock is now active.
Oh boy, all right.
Species, Velociraptor. Perimeter fence line, active.
It's lit.
Extreme
Literally.
caution.
Jurassic World is now proud to present the Mongoliensis, known to the world as Velociraptor.
Let's go, come on! Easy now, eyes on me. Oh no, okay, hey. All right, let's calm it down, okay? Let's close the mouth, okay, all right. Well, the raptor is riled up, I told you. She's pretty hungry. I'm gonna try to calm her down. She does not like that noise. You follow me? You are so scary. Okay. Hey, don't eat my hand, okay? Can you remember? Okay. Hey, Dylan, let's try her out on these two, okay? If they're fine, we'll move on from there. Hi, come on over, yeah.
Thank you.
You're probably gonna be all right. Yeah, just come on over to this feeding line right there.
Oh, feeding
And yeah, don't even worry about that. And just try to relax while that terrifying animal approaches you. Oh no.
Whoa.
Okay, Blue? Stop! No, hold your ground. She's trying to scare you off. Get that selfie right there. I think she's seeing the fuzzy thing right here. She thinks it's an animal. No.
Look at that beautiful castle. Woohoo!
We are going to try our luck with getting down to Hagrid's. They say that they have to be clear by 12 o'clock. It's about 11:30 now, so we're going to see if we can get in line. Hopefully we can, because if not, then like you have to do Hagrid's first when you come to this event. But we'll see. We're going to go ask them at the front and see what's going on. There's a bit of a lengthy queue. Oh no, we just got the news. Hagrid's is at capacity at 11:22. It's a little bit of a shame because there are a lot of people here and they probably all just came off the train trying to ride Hagrid's. We're going to try and hop on the train, which is really nicely decorated, by the way. I like these lights a lot. But it says it's at a 60-minute wait. Let's go peek inside the queue. This is going to be a pretty long line and we're reaching close to the end of the event, so I think we're just gonna turn back around and I guess walk to the other park. So in years before, when you wanted to cross over to the other side here at the Orlando Informer event, they had the little bypass open, but not this year. You've either got to take the train or step out of the park and walk over, and it's not like that much of a walk, but that train had an hour-long wait. Darn it, we really wanted to go on, but I know that's more of a reduced capacity issue versus like something that Orlando Informer's doing. So no harm, no foul. We're gonna go to Universal, take a quick lap around the park before the event closes, and then get on out of here. Oh my God, it's Beetlejuice, baby! Hey, it's you! It's you!
Dateline again. Dateline, leave me alone, all right? Now,
Sir.
What?
Well, you had the best haunted house
Oh, that's right.
this year.
I wish I could say you were wrong. There you go. Why is there a ferret on top of your camera?
It's so that I can hear you better, you know? Ferrets, great ears.
Is it an emotional support ferret? Good for you, buddy.
Showtime.
Happy smelling days.
Happy smelling days. I like that one. See, Beetlejuice. Thanks, man.
Wow, look at that. They are pulling out all the stops for this Orlando Informer event. Look at the cinematic spectacular projector projecting the Orlando Informer logo on it. Wowee. There's also a really cool holiday show that was going on with lights and water. We missed that, but yeah, look at that. Orlando Informer. Thank you guys for having us. We're having a great time, folks. Since we're here, we've got some time to spare, so we're gonna head over to a classic attraction here, Universal E.T. Adventure. Where are you? You're right behind me. There you are. Hey!
Steven, trouble.
Get into the road! Whoa, watch it! Hey, stop! You're getting away! Look, they're flying!
Wow. We're flying! Goodbye, E.T. All right, good job, buddy.
Goodbye, Ellison.
On this cold December day, we are on our merry way, riding along, just singing.
So I feel like it's worth mentioning that it's about 12:30 now, and the lines for food are still holding up pretty strong. Like, there is a little bit of a line here for Lard Lad, which I think is giving out free ice cream and donuts. And then over here, there's a pretty long line for the Korean beef tacos, which are very popular and very good. But there's still some lines forming even this late at night. It's about 12:49 now. We're starting to slow down a little bit, even though it feels like we didn't really do that much here at this event. There's still people going on. The Mummy's got a 5-minute wait. We were like, oh, do you want to ride the Mummy? We were both like, we're tired. We want to get on out of here. It's getting cold. We want to head back to our nice, warm house. So that is what we are going to do. But For those of you who are curious as to what it's like at 12:49, look, it's nice and empty. Wow. They deliver on that, I will say. The park is empty, and a lot of the major attractions have been at pretty low weights. The Mummy's 5, everything is 10. We walked right onto some rides as well. Like, you are able to ride many, many rides during this event. But I think our mistake tonight was getting here as late as we did. We started our time here at like 9 o'clock, and I think from years before, I kind of went with the idea of like, oh, we'll just go and walk around and see what happens, which that kind of worked out. We got to see the Grinch, some characters. We got on some rides like that. But if there are things that you know you want to do, like Hagrid's Motorbike Adventure, you know you have to get the tacos at Springfield or whatever, you definitely got to plan for that ahead. At the end of the day, when you're here and it's just the people at the event, like, you can go on the Mummy and it's 10 minutes. You can go on E.T., we walked right on, you know, rides like that. And like, maybe you can get on Hagrid at a reasonable time, but we got there at around 11:20 and it was already closed, and apparently like it had been closed already. So like, that's something you should definitely figure out. Try to do something like Hagrid's as early as possible.
It closed at like 10:30.
Yeah, so someone told us that it closed at 10:30, and that's pretty darn early, you know, considering like if you consider like when the free food kicks in at 9 o'clock, which like that to be like the event start, like yeah, it's pretty early into the event, but you know, like, I mean, all this food's free. Like we could have eaten a little bit more. We were just not as hungry, but like, I don't know, people seem to be enjoying themselves. This is a good event, and like, I still stand by that statement. If you are here for a weekend and you're doing your once-a-year trip to Universal, this is probably the best way to go about it, because you get in super early, you get access to the rides, you get all the free food. Even if you have to wait a little bit, you're still getting free food, absolutely, and it's free park food. I could have paid, what is it, $13 for that Beyond Burger, and we got it for free. They say, here you go, here's your burger. So.
Oh yeah, and drink some butterbeer.
Drink some butterbeer. We didn't get any warm butterbeer. Darn it. Oh, we should have got some warm butterbeer. But the lines were a little long in Diagon Alley. But, you know, that just goes back to what I was saying with, like, you know, figure out what you know you have to do during this event. Because, yes, you have access to a lot of things, and it's going to be really, really easy to get on certain rides. But it's not as freewheeling and as winging it as you think. You know, you still got to come in with some sort of a plan. So, think of that. Look at them go. Hey, happy holidays. Sorry, we're just watching you groove, man. Look at that. Wow. I could never do that. And the journey continues. On June 4th, that is when the next Orlando Informer Meetup is going to happen during the summer. And hopefully, for that June meetup, things are a little bit more back to normal here in Orlando. Because they'll definitely be warmer. Huh? Orlando in warmer. You like that one? Wow. I thought that was pretty great. Well, that's our show, folks. I hope you had fun hanging out with us tonight in this very, very interesting Orlando Informer Meetup event night. I hope that with this video, you kind of got the gist of how this event goes. It is a really, really cool event. But like I said, sitting down over there, you definitely should plan ahead. This year is a little bit different than years before. So if you're coming next week, or if you're thinking about showing up in June, definitely figure out what you want to do in the park and make it work, because you do have the time to make it work. You got free food, you got rides with little to no waits, and you get to spend time with the people you care about most in one of your favorite places ever. So with that being said, that is all I got. So hey, thank you guys for watching VincentVision. Please be sure to like, subscribe, tell your friends, all that good stuff. Come to the Orlando Informer Meetup. I promise it is always a good time. Just get here earlier, okay? Don't be like us. Don't be like us poor, uneducated folk who showed up here later. We should have been here at 2 o'clock. We should have been here at 9 a.m. the whole day at Universal. Okay, I'm tangent. I'm doing too much of a tangent. All right. It's late. It's cold. We want to get out of here. We had a great time. See you guys. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.